Hello guys, what's up and welcome to yet another interesting sewing tutorial episode. So in today's video, I'll be sharing with us on how to sew this beautiful dress with puff sleeve and waist belt. It's your girl, Uwa Apparel. Kindly hit the subscribe button and let's get started. So guys, for the making of our beautiful dress with puff sleeve, we would require about 3 yards of Ankara fabric, and that's what I have on the table here. So I'll go ahead now to cut out the fabric I'll require for both the front and the back. And this is what I have after cutting it out. The back piece has two fabric separately cut while the front is in a fold. So at the very top there, I'll be taking my starting line, which I usually do, and from the starting line I'll take every other measurement. So my first measurement there will be my neckline measurement, and the width is 5.5 inches while the depth is 5 inches. So I'll go ahead now to connect both points together using my curve rule, and this neck pattern is usually called the boat neck pattern. So for the back neck pattern, I went in by 2 inches of depth and 5.5 inches of width. Okay, so I also connected it back to the other side as well. So next will be my shoulder to shoulder measurement, which is 8 inches. I made the point there as well, and I went down by 1 inch to draft my shoulders loop. So you can see me connecting it back into the neck area. So on my starting line, I went down by 11 inches, which is my bust point, and I'm simply rolling a straight line across it. So from the bust point, I took my waist measurement of 15.5 inches. Next to that is my hip measurement, which is 25 inches from the starting line, and then to the full length of the dress, which is about 44 inches. So I made a point there as well. So I'll go ahead now to roll my straight line across all the points that I had made. So on my bust points, I'll be going up by 2 inches. So this will enable me determine my chest point. Okay, so I'll connect that point all the way to the starting line, which is the shoulder to shoulder point I made there. So I simply drew a straight line all the way to the top, and then from that point there I also took it to the side. So this I'll be using to draft my armhole area. So you can see the measurement there from the shoulder slope is 8 inches. So I'm simply determining the middle point there, and I ruled a short line across it. I also went in by 0.5 inches. Okay, so ensure to do that. So on that chest line, I'm taking my bust circumference measurement, which is 10 inches, and then I added extra 1.5 inch allowance to it. So I'll go ahead now to draft my armhole curve for both the back and the front. So the one with 5 inch of depth inward is for the back, while the other is for the front. So on my waistline, I'll be taking my waist measurement of 8 inches, and then I'll add extra 2-inch seam allowance to it. Okay, so on my hip line now, I will be taking my hip circumference measurement, which is 10 inches, and I will also be adding 2-inch allowance to it as well. So after doing this, I'll go ahead now to connect the point for my armhole area to my waist, and from my waist to my hip point using my body shaping rule. Okay, so from the hip point now, I'll take a straight line all the way to the border area of this dress. So after doing that, I went ahead to cut out my pattern, as you can see. So ensure to cut out the back armhole area and the back neckline area first. Okay, so after that, you go ahead to separate the back fabric from the front fabric before cutting the armhole of the front and the neckline of the front, as you see me do right now. So this is what our fabric pattern is looking like after I was done cutting. You can see the way it is done. It's a simple drafting. Okay, so next I'm going to be drafting the pocket fabric. I'm going to go ahead to cut out for the pocket fabric. So the piece of fabric that I had cut out from the main fabric is what I'm using to draft my pocket fabric. So the area where we'll be having the opening will be 7 inches. So ensure to take that measurement before drafting your curve around the pocket, as you see me do right now. You could also check other of my videos on how to draft a simple pocket fabric. Okay, so having done that, I'm going to be placing the pocket fabric on top of the front fabric of this dress. Please ensure that you are placing it on the right side of the fabric. I took my measurement on the right side of the fabric. Okay, so that's why you see me placing it on the right side. So I'm simply holding it down with my pins. So the portion where it's held with the pins is where I'm going to be running my stitches. So I'll also be doing this for the back fabric as well. So hold it in place also using your pins. Okay, so the pocket fabric is attached from the waist point. So make notches around the waist point so that when attaching the pocket fabric, you will not have them longer than each other when you are to join them together. So after stitching it on both the back and the front fabric, I am placing the back fabric now on top of that of the front. Okay, and I'll go ahead to stitch the shoulders first, as you see me indicate with my fingers. So after this, I have already drafted out the side, shaping the side using my chalk. So you can see I took a measurement of 2 inches, which was our seam allowance there. Okay, and then I also took 1.5 inches on the waist, and using my straight rule, you can see how I drafted all the curve on the portion where I'll be running my stitches. So this I would also do for the other side as well. So I'll go over to the sewing machine now to run my stitches. So guys, having stitched the fabrics together, this is what I have. I also went ahead to iron it out. You can see it looking very neat. So ensure to iron your fabric. So I have this piece of fabric that I had cut out, which I'm going to use to pipe the neck area. Okay, I'm going to be using to as interface for the neck area. So after I was done stitching, this is what it is looking like. You could also use your bias, okay, to to pipe the neck area. So this is what we have. Next, we are going to be cutting our sleeve. So for my sleeve, I have my fabric here in a fold. So it is 2 pieces of fabric in a fold. And for the depth, it's 11 inches, while the width is 14 inches. Remember that this sleeve is a puff sleeve, so it is going to be wide. And I am simply shaping or drawing my curve for the sleeve area or the armhole area. It's very simple. Okay, so after drafting the curve and cutting it out, I am folding the sleeve borders now twice. Okay, so I'll go ahead to run my stitches. Ensure that the folding is wide enough such that you could pass your tiny elastic band through. So it should be about 1 inch of fold. Okay, so this is what I have after stitching. I would go ahead now to make notches at the middle of the sleeve there, and then I'll go over to the sewing machine to stitch the sleeve on the armhole area of the dress. So I made little gathers on the top of that sleeve area there while stitching. Okay, so I would also be stitching the other sleeve as well. And after I was done, you can see me passing my elastic band through that casing there. Okay, so ensure you do this properly, and then you'll be stitching around the area I'm indicating with my fingers now, so it doesn't pull out. So after I was done, this is what I have. Okay, so I'm going to be closing that sleeve opening there. So having done that, okay, this is what we have after stitching the sleeve area. So next, I'm going to be closing the back of this dress, the middle of the back of this dress. So I'm going to be closing it from the portion I'm indicating with my finger all the way to the border area. So this is what I have after closing it. So first, I'm going to be folding the border area twice, and I'll go ahead to run my stitches on it. And then I have my zip here, which I will be attaching. So if you're a beginner, it is important you hold your zip on your fabric first using your pins. And after stitching my zipper, this is what my outfit is looking like. So the last and final thing which I did was that I made belt for this outfit, and then I also made belt holes on both sides, which is what I'm showing to you right now. So I went ahead to pass around my strap on my belt. So guys, we have come to the end of this week's tutorial video. If you haven't subscribed, kindly hit the subscribe button, and I'll be seeing you on the next one. Thank you so much, guys.